So this is Wilful, 28-foot Bertram flybridge, and this is very much an iconic big game fishing boat. At a bit of a look around the back deck. It's about 11-foot beam here, so there's a heck of a lot of space. Lockers both sides, and those aluminium things with the little oval holes in them that are above the lockers, the side lockers there, they actually take a set of stairs just to make it easier for getting inside. We've got rod holders all the way around, and one either side of those Scotty rod holders as well. Looking up to the bridge, that's the bridge seat up there. Radar reflector up on the main aerial, and a bit of a look there. The engine's starboard engine under there. Access to the water strainers in there, and the hot water system, and then port engine under there. Got stereo on the back deck and also throughout the cabin, and again locker on that side as well. Moving further aft, you've got a dive platform on the back, which is hardwood. I believe it's teak. This is the port side engine and engine bay. V8 petrol cruisers. This port engine's done 750 odd hours at the moment. There is a fire system inside and a thermostatic heater control system inside as well. We've never used it because we've not actually had her in a winter environment where we've had power, 240 power. Water pump down there, expansion tank for the hot water, and very good looking engines. Start every single time without fail, no problem at all with these engines. Moving across to the starboard engine, pretty similar in configuration, except this time you've got the dual battery system there. Little blue box between the two is in fact the solar charger, which we've got connected onto that battery there, which is the one that does the pumps when she's left at the mooring. So that's the one that runs the pumps, and the other one is your cabin services and start battery. Again, this engine is considerably less hours. The starboard engine has only it's got about 350 hours on it, so at some point in its life this one's been changed out, whereas the port one hasn't, but neither have got particularly leggy hours on them at the moment. Inside the middle part between the two engines, you've got access to, I don't know if you'll see it particularly well, but you've got access there to the two strainers, water strainers, and then there's a hot water system in there, and access to both dipsticks. I'm not sure you can see a great deal there. We don't use the hot water system, it's never been used since I've had it. Moving aft from the port engine, and it's identical on the starboard side, so I'll show you the port side. We lifted up the hatch there. I could do with a clean in all fairness, the hatch well, but down in there is your exhaust system, and then you've got the shaft log itself for the port engine, and the same on the starboard side. Further aft, camera. So there we are, looking from the stern up towards the starboard engine. Huge amount of deck space for fishing, absolutely superb boat for fishing, and cracking family cruiser as well. We've used her in the Channel Islands and around the south coast of England, and she has been absolutely faultless. So moving forward into the accommodation, just walk through. We've got a rising hatch there. Immediately to starboard you've got a seat, and that knob that you can see there is actually the diesel cabin services heater. It's a Webasto heater that's on here. Runs on diesel, but again, not something that I've had to use. Just not entered into our requirements at all. Stereo speakers. This is a table which actually goes down into a double bed. Perfectly adequate for length. Chart table up there. Under the chart table is a cupboard with hanging space in there, and above that, the black thing you can see there in fact is our solar panel, which we keep indoors, and that keeps the batteries topped up all the time. Moving around to port, that's another hanging wardrobe space there with the manual bilge pump in there. We just use a little gas cooker in here, and there is a fridge which did work the last time we were on holiday, and an under sink cupboards where we keep our buckets and bits and pieces. Further aft on the port side, I should just open the door, is the heads, and we've actually got our life raft in there for the time being, but got a nice Jabsco ceramic head there. New pump actually on there last year, about 18 months ago. Cupboards under, and a sink. Myra mixer head there, which goes up to the shower. Again, never used it. Whenever we've had her away, we've always used the marina facilities. As lovely as it is in here, I don't really like the idea of running water all over cupboards, so we've never actually used it. So there's the bow of Wilful, 28-foot Bertram, 15 kg Bruce pattern anchor on there over a stainless steel lead, 10 meters of chain, and the whole back there. There is a chain locker in the front, but the way we've got it configured at the moment is that chain goes down to an internal locker, which is actually between the two beds up forward. Access to the front cabin, and a view looking up to Wilful's Bridge. And the fact that she's got some, looking a little bit as if she wants a bit of a scrub on the boot top in there. She's in very fine fettle. Moving down the port side. I'll try not to trip over something as I go. Bertram 28. There's the bridge. You can seat 3 up there comfortably, 4 at a push. A couple of scratches there, which well, as you need to do. I put gel coat in the scratch, and that's due for rubbing off and getting back up to colour. That wasn't me who did it, that was some of the local self-drive hire boats that go up and down where she's moored, and yeah, on the odd occasion you do find that you get a scuff. And then dive platform, the stern light above Wilful there, the little circular one. Many years ago that's been replaced by the stern light and flagstaff holder that you see just above. Rod holders all round. There's 4, 8, there's actually 16 rod holders in total there. 8 for upright rods at the stern, just inside the stern, and we've got 8 for rods that are in use over the side. All in all, a very beautiful boat, and a very pretty boat, and a wonderful seaboat. Moving up now to the flybridge. Trim tabs there, the left and right port and starboard engine, forward and aft, Morse controls, anchor light, port engine start, and the usual controls that you'd expect to find. Shrouded and lit compass, steering compass, and the Bertram logo. And that's your that's the throttle controls, actually, starboard and port. It gives you an idea of the size of the deck. That's a bodyboard down there. And our pot. Say hi, Cam.
Hello.
Back inside now, and hopefully this will come out okay. Difficult when it's dark, isn't it? But that's the fore cabin. That's the chain going into the chain locker. We've actually put the seats down, well, the cushions down, which make up an enormous berth up forward here. The fuse panel there. If I can get myself into position. .41 of 100 it says. It's absolutely cavernous in here. And what we do with the chain, that goes into a locker in there. When we're actually working, I've put the cushions down just for the purposes of filming, but when we're actually fishing with her, we put the cushions up against the side up there, and that goes into a locker in there. You wouldn't normally have it coming out like that. On the other side, that cushion comes out, as does that one there, and that then gives you a pretty large seating area in there. And then of course it goes down to make an absolutely enormous double bed.
Do you want to take a video first?
Now this is one of the most enjoyable parts of owning this boat, and that is actually starting her. And the starboard engine. belt squeaking a little bit. So I'll need to tighten that belt up, I think. And then down here, got the Garmin VHF 100i with distress, which can be linked into a GPS. Right, we're ready to cast off, so I will try to do everything as well as a film. Okay, ready to go, Cammy? Give her a good push out by the stern, please. I'll attempt not to hit the jet skier. Nothing to do with Wilful, but quite entertaining nonetheless.
Harbour office. Harbour Centre.
Coming up on the revs.
There's a chap coming into the harbour now for some fuel. Do you want me to go down and do it?
No, I'll do it. There's a few jet skis here as well. I'll do them.
And what, in all fairness, could be better than that?
This is Wilful's week.